My wife's sister moved in after a breakup, started acting weird, and I thought she was obsessed with me. Turns out my wife already suspected something, had hired a PI, and we discovered Lily fabricated the entire situation to get close to me. The final twist? She vanished without a trace after being caught and left one last chilling message. Hey, Reddit, throwaway account because my main has some identifying stuff. This isn't a rage post or some revenge fantasy. I'm just confused. Maybe someone out there has experienced something similar or can help me make sense of this. So, I, 32 years old male, have been married to my wife Kate, 30 years old female, for 5 years, together for 7. We live in a mid-sized town in Colorado, nothing too flashy, but we've built a nice life. We have a dog, decent jobs, I work in IT, she's a nurse, and a tight circle of friends. Everything was normal. The story starts about 3 months ago when Kate's younger sister Lily, 28F, moved in with us temporarily. She had just gone through a rough breakup with her long-term boyfriend. Apparently, he cheated on her with a coworker, and she was devastated. Kate insisted we let her stay with us for a while. I didn't object. I mean, she's family. Lily's always been kind of the opposite of Kate. Where Kate is organized, quiet, and very type A, Lily is spontaneous, messy, and a little chaotic. She's the kind of person who gets really intense about things for a while, yoga, baking, astrology, then moves on. But she's fun, charismatic, and admittedly attractive. Not that I've ever thought about her that way. I'm just trying to paint the picture. Anyway, she moves in, and for the first few weeks, things are fine. She's a little messy, uses our laundry detergent like it's unlimited, and once I came home to find her burning sage in the living room, but whatever, it's temporary. Now here's where it gets weird. About a month ago, I noticed my watch was missing. Not just any watch, a Tag Heuer Carrera my grandfather gave me before he passed. It's vintage and valuable, but more than that, it's sentimental. I always kept it in a little leather box in my nightstand drawer. I don't wear it often, usually just for formal stuff, so it took me a bit to notice it was gone. At first, I assumed I misplaced it or maybe left it in a suit jacket, but after turning the house upside down and double-checking literally everything, I told Kate. She helped me look, but we came up empty. Now here's the part I can't shake. Last weekend, Lily had some friends over while Kate was on a night shift. I mostly stayed in my office, gaming with some buddies, but I came out to grab a drink and saw Lily laughing on the couch with 2 girls. Nothing strange, until I saw her wrist. It was just a glance, but I swear she was wearing a watch that looked exactly like mine. I didn't say anything. I wasn't 100% sure, and it seemed crazy. Why would she take it? And more importantly, why wear it in front of me? But that was the moment I started watching her more closely, and the more I paid attention, the more strange little things I noticed. She seemed too comfortable in our home, like she'd wait until Kate left for work to start doing laundry in our bedroom. Or I'd come out of the shower and hear her door close, like she'd just been standing near the bathroom. A week later, I tried to casually ask her about watches, like, "Hey, that's a cool watch, where'd you get it?" She just laughed and said, "Oh, this old thing. I've had it forever." Then changed the subject. Here's where things take a turn. Last Thursday, I worked from home because of a snowstorm. Kate was at work, and Lily said she was going to the gym. After she left, I got this weird gut feeling and decided to check her room. I know, invasive. But by this point, I felt like something was off. So I checked. I didn't find the watch. But I did find a shoebox in her closet full of the weirdest stuff, a copy of the key to our front door, a printed out photo of me and Kate from Instagram. Just us two, but Lily had scribbled something on the back. I couldn't read it, it was smudged. And get this, one of Kate's old hairbrushes with strands of hair still in it. There was also a bottle of my cologne, same brand, same scent, but unopened. At this point, I was seriously creeped out. When I told Kate about the shoebox, I didn't say I snooped, I just said I stumbled on it while looking for something. She got defensive, like unusually so. She said, she's going through a breakup. She's probably sentimental or trying to feel safe, and then asked me why I was digging around in her sister's stuff. The conversation ended with her basically telling me to back off. So now I'm wondering, am I crazy? Is Lily just a bit eccentric, or is something more going on here? And more than that, well, why did Kate get so defensive? And why is she so insistent Lily stays with us indefinitely? There's more to this, I know it, and I'm going to find out. I couldn't stop thinking about the shoebox. I'd replayed the moment I opened it 100 times in my head. The key, the photo, the hairbrush. It wasn't just sentimental, it was weird, creepy even. And Kate's reaction? That threw me the most. She's usually rational and calm, but the way she shut me down, it felt like she was hiding something, or maybe protecting something, or someone. But I decided to give it a few days before pushing again. I didn't want to turn this into a full-blown confrontation without more proof, so I just started paying more attention. And then came the second big event. It was a Sunday afternoon. Kate was working a double and I had the day off. I went to a coffee shop nearby to get some work done. Sometimes I just need a change of scenery. After about 2 hours, I came back to grab my phone charger, which I'd forgotten. I walk in the house, and I hear voices. Not the TV, not music. Talking. I stop in the hallway and realize it's coming from upstairs, our bedroom. I creep up the stairs as quietly as I can and realize Lily is on the phone, on speaker. She doesn't hear me. She's sitting on our bed with her legs curled under her, and I can see her through the cracked door. I couldn't make out the whole conversation, but I heard this clearly. I don't care, okay? It's already happening. She's so stupid she has no clue. He's right there and she doesn't even see it. Then a pause. No, I haven't told him yet. I'm waiting for the right moment. But once it's done, and I'm not backing down this time. I stepped back down the stairs quietly, heart pounding. I waited maybe 5 minutes, walked back in, and made noise like I'd just come home. Lily called out a casual, "Hey!" from upstairs like nothing had happened. I didn't confront her. Not yet. That night I didn't sleep. Everything was twisting together in my brain. The missing watch, the shoebox, the conversation. I wasn't even sure what she was talking about anymore. Was it about me? About Kate? So I did something I'd never done in our marriage before. I snooped through Kate's phone. Now, before you come for me, I know it's a breach of trust. I do. But I was losing my mind. I wasn't looking for cheating. I was just trying to see if there was anything that would explain why she was being so weird about her sister. But what I found was confusing. No messages to Lily. Barely any messages at all, actually. Except, and here's where it gets strange, a hidden album in her Photos app. I didn't even know she used that feature. The album was titled F2. Inside were 11 photos, all of me. Not us, me. Some were candid, me asleep on the couch, me in the backyard with the dog. But a few were, I don't even know how to describe them. One was a photo of me shirtless, brushing my teeth in the morning. Another was me coming out of the shower with a towel around my waist, all taken at weird angles like someone was sneaking the photo without me knowing. I checked the timestamps. They were all taken on days when Kate was working. My stomach turned. I don't know why, but I instantly knew. Kate didn't take these photos. I didn't say anything. What was I even supposed to say? Hey, your sister's stalking me and might be plotting something, and oh, by the way, I rifled through both of your personal stuff? Yeah, that would go well. So I waited. I kept pretending everything was fine while quietly setting traps. I left my Apple Watch charging in the kitchen and went to the store. Came back. It had been moved. I left a shirt in the hamper with a small tear in it. It showed up folded in my drawer, sewn up, even though Kate never touches the laundry I do. Lily was getting bolder, and then I got an email from a throwaway Gmail account. No subject line, just one sentence and an attached photo. The message said, "You need to ask your wife why she was at the Hilton Garden Inn on March 2nd. The photo? A grainy image of Kate walking into a hotel, alone, wearing jeans and a jacket I recognized, with her hair in a ponytail. It was definitely her. Timestamped March 2nd, A day she told me she had a 12-hour shift. I stared at that photo for a long time. Now I had more questions than answers. If Lily was obsessed with me, was Kate cheating? Were they both lying to me but about different things? I decided to confront Kate. I waited until her next day off and sat her down, told her I knew about the hotel. I didn't mention the email or who sent it. I just said someone told me. At first she froze. Then she said she needed to tell me something. My heart was racing. I was ready for anything. Or so I thought. What she said next, that's when everything started to unravel. Kate sat there in complete silence for what felt like forever. She didn't cry, she didn't deny it, she just stared at the floor. I could hear the clock ticking in the kitchen. Finally, she said, "I didn't cheat on you." I didn't say anything. I just waited. She looked up at me and took a deep breath. "I went to the hotel to meet someone, but it wasn't what you think." Turns out she had been meeting a private investigator. Yeah, that came out of nowhere. I asked her why. What would she need a PI for? She looked at me dead in the eye and said, "Because I think Lily's lying about her breakup, and I think she came here for you." At first, I didn't even understand what she meant, but then everything started clicking. Kate explained that a few months before Lily moved in, she had called Kate out of the blue in tears, saying her boyfriend had cheated and kicked her out. Kate, being the protective big sister, didn't question it. She offered her a place immediately. But over time, Kate started noticing little things too. Not just the way Lily acted around me, but inconsistencies in her breakup story. Things she said that didn't add up. Photos on social media that didn't match the timeline she told Kate. But Kate didn't want to accuse her own sister without proof, so she quietly hired someone. She met the investigator twice, both times during double shifts she faked at the hospital. The second time was the Hilton meeting. And the findings? Lily never broke up with her boyfriend. They never dated, actually. The guy Lily claimed cheated on her. Turns out he was her co-worker and married. They'd had a fling, yes, but he ended it. Lily spun the whole breakup story to get sympathy and an excuse to move in with us. Kate told me she didn't want to say anything until she had the full story because, quote, "I didn't know how far she'd go, but I knew she had a thing for you. She always has." Since the beginning, that absolutely floored me. Kate said she saw it years ago, small comments Lily would make, too long hugs the way she always asked about me, even when we were still dating. But Kate never thought it would actually become something real, until now. So I told her about the shoebox, the photos in her hidden album, the phone call I overheard, and of course the watch. Kate was horrified. Not even surprised, just horrified. That seemed to confirm everything she feared. We made a plan. Kate suggested we both go out the next day. I'd take her to lunch, and we'd give Lily the house to herself. Meanwhile, she asked the PI, who apparently had a surveillance background, to monitor Lily's movements and check the house once we were gone. And that was when the final, most shocking piece dropped. The PI installed a discreet camera in our bedroom, and that afternoon while we were out having lunch, Lily went into our bedroom, opened my nightstand drawer, and pulled out the watch. She'd had it the whole time, but then she did something none of us expected. She sat on our bed, opened her phone, turned on the front camera, and started recording a video. Here's what she said, word for word, according to the PI's transcript. "This is my final message to you. I never meant to hurt anyone, but I can't keep pretending this isn't real. We had something, even if you won't admit it. You looked at me like you used to look at her. You smiled at me differently. You don't have to lie anymore. I forgive you, and I love you." Then she smiled and deleted the video. Just gone. Like she just wanted to say it, for herself. She put the watch in her hoodie pocket, walked out, and didn't come back until late that night, acting like nothing happened. Kate and I didn't confront her immediately. We needed a plan. We didn't want drama in the house. So we told Lily that Kate's cousin was moving into town and needed a place to stay, and we were going to have to ask her to move out by the end of the month. She didn't take it well, but she didn't fight it too much either. 2 days before her move-out date, she vanished. I mean, gone. No note, no explanation. She left most of her stuff, clothes, shoes, even her laptop. But she took the shoebox and the watch. We tried calling. Her number was disconnected. Her social media deleted. Her job said she never came back after her extended leave. Nobody has seen or heard from her since. That was 4 weeks ago. We changed the locks. Kate and I started therapy, both individual and couples. There's still a lot to unpack, and sometimes it feels like a fever dream. But we're trying to rebuild trust. It's hard, but we're getting there. And the most bizarre part. 3 days ago, I got another email. Same throwaway account, just one sentence. You're welcome. No attachment, nothing else.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit notifications. And if you like this video, press like button. See you in next Deep Reddit videos.